Hello, I'm Herb, and I'm with Oxygen Party Bar. I've been in the oxygen bar business since about 2002, and I've seen just about everything there is in this business. We do a lot of fairs and festivals, and one of the biggest questions I get at the oxygen bar is what is it? Does it get you high? What does it do for you? Well, it's a little bit difficult problem to explain, in the sense that if you're well rested and you don't need oxygen, you're not going to notice any benefit at all. It might be a fun thing to do, experience, you know, get to try the different aromas and so forth, but you're not going to get any benefits. But if you've been walking a lot, your legs are tired, and you're a little bit older, and so your metabolism doesn't maintain as high an oxygen level in your blood as you did when you were 10 years old, and then you're going to notice a big improvement, big benefit in the oxygen. You know, let's assume you're 30 years old and you've lived a normal life. Your blood oxygen level will probably have dropped down to maybe, I'm going to pick a number, maybe 95, 94%, as compared to when you were 10 years old and it was 100%. That oxygen level is a little bit of a critical number, because if you get down to around 86%, you're on oxygen full time. So doctors pay a little bit of attention to what your blood oxygen level is. Now, you sit down at the oxygen bar, and let's say your blood oxygen level is around 94%. We're going to give you oxygen at about 95% capacity. This gets into your blood, raises the oxygen level in your blood back up to 95 or about 99 or 100%. And they'll stay elevated until you actually burn it back down as you burn fuel. Now, obviously, if you're running a marathon, you're probably going to bring it back down to normal in maybe 30 minutes, maybe less, depending how hard you're running. But if you're just doing a sedentary thing, you're sitting watching TV, you're a senior citizen, something like that can stay elevated for possibly a week. I've noticed in my case, we were doing festivals and fairs, and I would get oxygen every weekend when we did the fairs. And then one weekend we didn't do a fair, and I noticed my oxygen level, you know, I was more fatigued, or fatigued easier. So that's the case where even though I was, I don't think I was real active, but I wasn't real sedentary either. But here's a case where my oxygen level was apparently staying elevated for a whole week. But I would expect, let's say, certainly a day you can expect. And a lot of other benefits too. Let's say you're at a festival and you're doing a lot of drinking. Or let's say a company party and you're doing a lot of drinking. The company's offering liquor, so it's free liquor. You're going to drink a little more than you would if you're paying for it at a cocktail lounge, maybe. Oxygen gets in your blood, and it kind of reduces the effect of the alcohol. So it kind of takes the stupidity out of being drunk, and for a company's sake, it lowers their liability if they're the one hosting the party. They don't have to worry about some employee going out, getting drunk and driving and getting an accident and killing somebody, and they come back and sue the company for millions of dollars. So it's a wise thing for corporations to hire an oxygen bar to come in whenever they're hosting a party and serving liquor. If you're at a festival fair, you get oxygen and you've been drinking, I guarantee you will not have a hangover the next day. Or if you do have a hangover the next day, you go get oxygen, they'll get rid of that hangover in 10 seconds. That's fast. Unbelievable the effect of oxygen on hangovers. Also improves headaches, migraine, stress, fatigue, cramps, jet lag, heat exhaustion, altitude sickness, just any minor aches and pains. It has an effect on that. So I hope that answers your question of what an oxygen bar is and what the benefits are. In the closing, as I would say at USC, fight on, Trojans.